Oh, I so wanted to get this video in so you guys could see the amazing sunrises that I get to have when I get up early and come out and do this stuff. So today's topic, never be offended. If you chose to have that as one of your life mantras, I'm never going to be offended again. Instead, I'm going to seek to understand and stay in a space of neutrality. Actually, Buddhism talks a lot about that. So I'm touching on a Buddhist topic. Ah, yes. Buddhism is actually a lifestyle with incredible foundational noble truths, they call them, that really helped me stop taking everything personally and ruining my life, basically. If you're a person that takes things personally, this is for you, because hurt doesn't work. It really doesn't. There's a car coming. I hope I'm far enough away from the road so it doesn't cause us a lot of noise. If so, just bear through me. Enjoy the beautiful sunrise. Oh, there's a cactus in the background. That's a good one. Ah, look at that. So pretty. Okay, so back to never being offended. I'm just going to give you an example of where I could have totally been offended, and I chose not to. So it's a practice. All of these things are a practice. You can strive for perfection. Just strive and practice and be okay with it all. So back to the story that I will give you. So I am also a hairstylist. Yes, I am. And so I'm a hairstylist and a wholeness coach. You can only imagine the research I have under my belt, the files and files of research from talking with people intimately for 27 years. Yeah. So it's been incredible because I love both. I love to creatively express through hair. What a thrill! I help people feel amazing about themselves on the outside, but we have great conversations. And so the inside gets a little transformation too. So this not being offended has a connection to my job as a hairstylist. So I have a client I've done quite a few years. I would say maybe 7. I've got some clients I've done for 22 years. So this client, love her, love her. And it's her wedding. So we were doing practice bridal updos. And, brides can be, they can be a little nervous. But I've just never had a problem with my brides. They just trust me and we make it happen and their hair turns out amazing. So anyway, but I too get super nervous. There's an excitement, but to be a part of their most important day, all these pictures are going to be taken, the pressure is on, man. So, I've got to deliver. And I do lots of practicing when I get a bridal updo with my client and without my client. Lots of YouTube watching. I really prepare. You've got to, because it's just too big of a day, too important of a day. So that when the day comes, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I'm so glad I did this. When the day comes, you can just deliver it with ease. And I have to be in that mindset too, which is what does happen. So here's the deal. Here's how this topic comes into this bridal updo. So we did a few practice rounds, and I could tell in her conversation there was a little lack of trust. She'd never had me do an updo before, and maybe she'd never seen my updos. And it's not like she said it. I felt it, and I could just tell from the incessant, continuing to look for pictures and whatever. But my process is to get in there, trial and error, just like life. Trial and error in my practice rounds. So I had 2 practice rounds scheduled and was nailing the back, was really flowing. The front wasn't quite so much. We have a few, you get a few things you got to deal with the hairline and stuff like that. And it just wasn't quite clicking yet. And the last practice was a week before the wedding. And it still wasn't a major slam dunk as far as the front. But I know me, and I know just magic happens on the day of the wedding. I do my prep and it just all comes together. But for her, she was still kind of nervous about it because we didn't really like nail it. And so, a couple days before the wedding, I just reassured her, you know what? I'm going to come in. You're stunning. We're going to make it happen. Well, so the day of, I walk into the big room where hair and makeup's being done, and her makeup is being done, and someone else is doing her hair. Like, her hair is fully prepped. What I mean by that, it's been curled. It's had all that stuff done to it prior to the updo. And that's what I mean. Like, in that moment, I could have been so offended, but I chose not to. The day of, I just step into this incredibleness of me, the best part of me, and I'm just so present to whatever is. That's another thing. Oh, we're doing lots of Buddhist concepts. Non-attachment. I wasn't attached to anything. I would walk in to do her hair, and whatever was. It's really a beautiful place to be. And so, of course, I'm assessing, I'm seeing it, and I didn't know if they were going to say, hey, we're going to have her do it, not you. And if she would have said that, awesome. It's her day. Why do I have to be offended or get feelings hurt? No, absolutely not. So I walk over there and, her sister walked to me and basically kind of made it known that Julie was concerned about the front and that she would do the front and I would do the back. And I just said, okay. I said, it's her day. It's all about her. We will do whatever she wants. So, oh my gosh, you guys, this is just amazing. So, but there's something in me that knew I was just in that space. I suppose it's how LeBron James feels when he walks onto the court. I just knew I had it. So I stepped in, and in creating my updo, I started working on the front first. But the beautiful thing was, the makeup artist was distracting my bride, and she wasn't looking straight in the mirror. I swear to God, this is a God thing. This is a divine thing, because I needed that in order to create. I needed to have everyone just let me be. And that's what happened, because thank goodness the other girl, who happened to be a sister to the bride, she fully stepped away. She wasn't even in the room, which was really good. So she knew that I needed that. So I started just creating, and it was magic. Literally, it just flowed. I had no pauses. And I want you to know, I wasn't nervous, not 1 second. So think if I decided to have offended energy or hurt energy while I did that updo. I can tell you that I think it would have affected my updo completely. I think it wouldn't have been as good. But I was in such a good space, a space that we can practice to be in all the time. Seriously, you can practice it all the time. So, yeah, I did it, and it was just, talk about slam dunk, talk about home run. I'll show you the updo in the end of this video. Wow. I myself, if someone brought a picture of my updo in and said, do this for my wedding, you'd have a spark of fear inside you going, I don't know if I can do that. Seriously, really. So there's such beauty, and that's just one example. And, I'll try to give more, because people choose to be offended all the time, and it's so stupid. It's a waste of your life force. It's a waste of your energy. So we really want you to, never be offended again and seek to understand. So I just will tell you, come up to the wedding day where I was doing her hair. I'm an empath, so I could feel my bride's nervous energy. I could feel her sense of wanting to have control, and that she was attached, right? And that's okay. We're not judging her. All of us get attached all the time. It just is. You can be a state of it just is. And I could feel all that, and I knew I had to be the one to step up and really step into my consciousness, my higher self, a reliance upon the divine, yay, and, and just trust, and boom, boom, it's good. It's really good. So what else do I want to say about this incredible experience? Oh, how amazing then it is afterwards. Sorry, there's another car. Enjoy the beauty. It's kind of bright there where the sun came in. To the gratitude I have is just overflowing. The thrill. It's like, it's like I ran a marathon across the finish line. I mean, there was so much, I had some worry during the week, and then the day came and I stepped into it. So it was even more incredible, the feelings of gratitude and wonderment of life and trust and non-attachment and never being offended. Like, the final result of the beautiful updo solidified living my life that way. So, ask me questions, any comments. If you've got a situation where you are allowing yourself to be offended rather than to try to understand. So here's the other thing that I did. Rather than let it be all about me, my bride's not respecting me as a hairstylist. No, who cares? Who cares what she does, what she thinks? I'm me. So I'm not going to be offended because she was in a place of, it's my wedding day. She had worries and concerns. She wanted her hair perfect. And we had done a practice round and it didn't go great. Actually, we had done 2 practice rounds. And the front, we hadn't nailed it yet. So I had to be in the space of understanding of her experience, and that helps a person go into non-offended mode. You just never know what is going on for someone else. And you can even know what's going on for someone else and then decide to have understanding for them. Yeah, you really can. I constantly practice this with my partner, to never be hurt or offended by him, to realize there's something else going on. There's something, some fear, some concern, some worry, some hurt or something going on for them if they're lashing out at me. I don't need to take that personally. I don't need to be offended. Offended energy, get this. I know it's a long video. Offended energy is judgment energy. It's judging someone. I know you think that sounds, I don't want to talk that way. I know it sounds as if it should be the other way around, but you're basically judging their thoughts and their feelings. And that's when someone is lashing out at you. It's true. You don't have to be affected by it. You don't. Try it. It's up to you. Like Buddhism says, life is pain, but you choose whether you suffer. So, you can choose whether you suffer more and be offended by someone, or, wrap yourself with love, shine and emit love energy towards them, not judgment energy, and watch the pixie dust just fly through the air. All right. I will have to leave a link to the picture because I am filming this through YouTube. So yeah, I'm sorry you have to listen to this whole video and not see the picture immediately. I will make sure you're able to see it with some sort of link. Okay, thank you, and don't be offended. Understand.